Okay, a little update video here for you on the 3020. I've been in the shop here today. It's April 7th. It's a real crappy day out there. It snowed this morning and about a high of 35 degrees. Hard to believe considering last year we had 100 acres of corn in the ground on April 10th. But that's how it goes. So I came in the shop this afternoon and started working on some projects and thought I'd work on this 3020 a little while longer. If you watched yesterday's video, you got to watch me move the front end in on the left side, and today I moved in the right side, and I got the 1115s on the front, or 11L15s I should say, and they're Firestone tires here. Bought these used, but got a really good buy on them. They're really good shape. Let's see them. And that front end was a real bitch to move. It was froze up beyond belief, and I got all the hardware put in there the way it's supposed to be, or at least according to parts.com, JohnDeereParts.com. I always like to keep my hardware factory original, make it look good. Pan around the tractor here. And yesterday I got the rear wheel here. I had to go over another inch to get everything to work out right for these duals. And got 200 pound weights inside here. Got the hub in, and you can tell it's real close getting the wrench down there, but everything worked out well. The axles flushed, the ends of the hub, all new bolts and hardware. Everything looks good. The duals are on a pulling tractor, so the rims are painted a funny color, but you know, they'll sandblast out and repaint at some point. The whole tractor needs to be painted. It's an original paint tractor. At some point it'll get done, just not right now. The thing is right now is to get done what I need to get done to it and get it back into operation. What do you want? You want out? Pain in the ass. Oh, it's cold out there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, now we have that out of the way. Back to this 3020. So working on the just little odds and ends things here, and also I got a cowl cover, or rocker shaft cowling here, and this cover is really perfect condition. It's used, but it's absolutely perfect condition. And ours was dented. Somebody had backed into something at one point. I bought this tractor I think in 2005, somewhere in that area, maybe 03, and it was a neighbor's. They were, so technically it's kind of a one-owner tractor. It was the neighbors, but they're distant cousins. And they'd bought it brand new in '67, so it was just up the road its whole life. But it's kind of always something I wanted to make into a project. Now here's the 15.538 back tire on this side. And over here you can see I've upgraded to the 16.934s and duals. So stand back here for you, but I think it looks a lot bigger and better with the better 34-inch rubber on it. So this one over here is being a rip. The pusher bolts were rotted off in there and just thoroughly stuck. Here's again these used fenders I got, I was showing you the other day. Look great. Everything's set to factory specs for height, and all the torques and everything were done. The axles correctly according to the owner's manual. So just everything looks great. And I put the drawbar hammer strap actually with John Deere and got all these parts, and it shows a double nut. And actually, if you look in the owner's manual, that's what it shows. Kind of looks a little goofy to me, but that's what it shows on John Deere parts, and that's what it shows in the owner's manual. So over here on the right side of the tractor, I got the side panel. I got to get some new dowel pins here, and I think we got a little bit of a gasket leak going on here with the pump. Needs to be replaced. And I did notice on this brake's just about shot. This pin down here, I'm going to have to pull this assembly off, drive the pin out, and put some new bushings in, or replace the pedal pin which is worn. I do have new side screens coming for it. Side screens are kind of rotted out. Then they've actually put a little piece of metal there to hold the screen, so I got new screens coming for it. And when we go to repaint this thing at some point, I'm going to put new battery boxes. Obviously all this will have to be sandblasted out and thoroughly cleaned and painted, but it's coming along looking good. Excuse the cough. I've had crap in my lungs for 3 weeks. This flu's been going on, so I'm over the symptoms, but it just lingers on. It's kind of like this winter. So anyway, I'm pleasantly surprised in how this little tractor's coming out looking. Keeping all the hardware straight, keeping everything, you know, as factory original as possible. So if you ever did paint it and want to get it into like a quote showroom condition, you know, they kind of judge you on these things of points or whatever they call it, you know, for see how it's been restored. We also got the new instrument panel in here, and got a good tack in it now. And there's some crap they had on the hood, but those will weld in and sand out. But the hood's pretty straight. It just needs a lot of body work. Everything on this tractor is pretty straight. It just needs paint work, just like these fenders and panel here. And it's just a lot more lack of paint and corrosion than there is actually any damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up, and I'm going to check that front axle. There was a tie rod on this side's original, and the tie rod on this side is a replacement. You can see that whole big knee and everything, the bright green is where my finger's going. That's all been replaced because the guys that had it before us actually had that break. And when they replaced that tie rod, I see that John Deere's drilled an additional hole in there. So if you measure the end of where the holes are at, there's an additional hole compared to the left side. So it kind of throws you off when you're trying to adjust it as to figure out what their spacing was. But I'll start it up for you guys and check some steering here. Looks like I need some new throttle linkage pieces too. Looks like it steers good that way. Close. Kind of turns sharp. I wish this thing was a power shift too. Come on, Wedge, break loose. Do me a favor. Yeah, clearly. Seems to steer easier set in there. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. It's set up for 30-inch rows now. I really like this little tractor just for moving stuff in and out of buildings and using it around the farm here. It doesn't really get very heavy work, but it's really handy for just little seeding work, little, you know, with power wash up planters or power wash up wagons, and you can back them right in the shed with those bigger tractors is just kind of difficult. And just anything you need to do with this tractor, there's just space savings and move stuff around the farm lot here. It's so easy to get on and off. Well, actually it was earlier before it was all set in on 30-inch rows. It was a lot wider out here, but it's a little tight on the platform here now. That fender in the way. You can tell there's just not much room getting in there. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the good comments I've been getting lately, and I hope to continue to do these kind of more blogs or vlogs, whatever you call them, style of videos. I'm excited to keep getting this little 3020 done. I'm thinking about coming up with either a Facebook page or something like that where I can start to post some pictures of how these tractors came to look and, you know, what we're doing with our equipment and things like that. So I think people would appreciate seeing pictures somewhere. But kind of a cute little tractor. You get it all dualed up and a little bit bigger tires sitting around on it, and like I said, it's sure a handy little tractor. So thanks for watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe.